I just go by the Amazing Boss Man, a name that my son created because I am the boss of what I do for a living. I stand up for everybody, for the little man. Yeah, actually, when I first started season 1, the level 100 was the Gold Anubis for the crown, and I won it. Okay, so when I won it, I always played with that. I got the wings, I got the whole pattern, everything gold. Okay, but over time, I started opening up, getting on the Facebook pages and everything. And everybody realized that I play in a wheelchair because I'm an amputee from the right leg, and my left leg's pretty much almost at the point where they're going to take that off too. So I play in a wheelchair. So they created this for me and a couple of other characters. Actually, this was my son's account when he first started it, when I got the Oculus for him. And what I do for a living is very stressful, so he played it for a week or so, and then he said, "Hey Dad, since you like shooting a lot, why don't you try this game?" So I jumped on and went to the tutorial, learned how to play this game, and from there it's a big stress reliever. And over time I met a lot of good friends on here also. Right now I have a variety. I use the sniper rifle, I use the fusion when I'm long range. And then when I'm in close range, I use the rifle and the knife or the revolver for dual action. At first, I used to play with the SMG, but after they nerfed it a little bit, I started playing with the rifle, which is a whole lot better, especially with two hands. My game style now is long range, unless me and my partner, or if I'm playing solo, if I see a couple people that I can catch up on, I'll pretty much use my gauntlets to go after them and go close range on them. It's always to have a good teammate, even if that's the first time I've heard of Mag. We've talked to him, I played against him, but that's the first time I played with him, you know what I mean? So we just went off of each other, we just fed off each other. We were looking for opponents, and that's what we did. And of course, it's all we won. I usually have the audio on so I can hear the other players, what they're trying to come up with, unless they're in Teams chat. But I usually try to figure out what they're trying to come up with. You know what I mean? And I've been here playing for so long, I know what a lot of players think about and what their strategies are, Some of the great players, you know what I mean? I know what they think about, so I'm keeping an eye out for them, trying to catch them before they catch me. Best thing in combat is to go after the best players first and get them out of the game. That's the best player. That's the best strategy, and that's what whoever I play with, that's what we usually do. We always go after the best players. The best one is I'm sorry to say, when you jump off the bus, get them quick, because that's when you really don't have no shields or no, sorts of weapons. You go after them real quick. Most of the times, it depends what area we're in. I would change the skin, because I play with this right now since it was first, but I usually play with the Dark Anubis, and I could be in the sky and nobody can really see me. I'll be in the clouds, then I'll start getting potions so I can start figuring out where everybody's at. Yeah, the very first time is when I think when Battle Royale first came out. I always played it in Nexus all the time. I was really just by myself. I never talked to nobody. I would play quietly. I would turn my mic off, and I saw that the Battle Royale was going on, and I would never get on it. So one time I got on it, and I just looked. Of course, I was getting killed because I was used to playing a certain way. I never knew there was other ways to play, so I would learn off of other people's tactics. And my first time, I actually won by myself. There was a bus of full, but my partner jumped off. Everybody else was killing each other, and I had the machine gun, and I saw two teams going at it, and they, when they start going at it, they drop each other's shields. And right when I saw that, I just ran in and finished off the last two because they were really low on shields, and I won my first battle royale by myself. And they said that's cheating, but I mean, that's the way it goes. It's not cheating. I just saw the opportunity. You were going after each other, and I just went in and finished the rest. And of course, there were kids. "Oh, you're cheating! I'm going to report you." I'm like, okay. I would hear that a lot, and I'm always waiting for to put it on and finally see I'm getting banned, but I never got banned. And finally, like I said, over the past couple of seasons, I finally got on the Facebook page, met a lot of people, and I learned, met a lot of good friends and family on here, So it's really good to always hear from other people. I always just talk to scare you and everything, because I'd always be afraid that I was going to have a band. And I was like, oh, I never got banned. I just knew how to play, learned how to play. The advice I give is first, learn the tutorial, go to the tutorial, and then nicely, if you jump on the hub and you see a senior player like me or anybody else, go up to them and ask them, hey, can you show me how to do this? If they're talking or something like that, because there's times that we go on the hubs and we're just sitting there chit-chatting, talking, seeing how everything's going on, ask them politely, hey, can you show me how to do this? There's a lot of players on here that don't mind showing people what to do, you know what I mean? But there's time and a place to ask them, you know what I mean? Just don't go in there, hey, can you show me that? They do that to us a lot, and like, okay, I'll show you, but hold on, let me finish this conversation, Like I said, I got a lot of good friends on here, too many to name, but, like I said, if the little ones want to learn, we'll teach them, you know what I mean? There's a lot of little ones that play with us that are very good. They learned off of us, and they are really, really, really good. Sometimes I feel bad that I taught them how to play, because I get killed by them. Because that's the only bad thing about it, is playing in a wheelchair, is that I never used the gauntlets. And then I had to kind of learn how to use it, because when I played with the gauntlets, I would always hit my thumbs on the wheels of my wheelchair. So that's when I'm flying. I have to literally stick my arms out so I don't hit nothing. And a lot of them, play standing up, so they have good rhythm where they can use those gauntlets and just fly. Me, I'm just every 10 meters or something like that. But just take your time, learn how to shoot, and you'll get good like the rest of us. I'm a safety manager for a trucking company. So pretty much I monitor and counsel drivers who, drive recklessly or get tickets or get in accidents. And, I work for a huge company. Well, it's almost 3,000 drivers. So I got 3,000 attitudes on a daily basis, so at the end of the day, my day is very stressful, so I get on here to, instead of going in live range where it's very expensive to shoot, I come up here to shoot for free, and, I get to see all my friends, we, like I said, we chit chat. Sometimes we just get in a hub and chit chat. Other times we'll get on a battle royale. Other times we just go somewhere else and just kill each other, but it's something real nice to do, after a long day's work. Just keep it out and keep your own personal life out. Come in here and play the game and just, have a good time with everybody, that's it. That's all we really need to do. Just have a really good time with each other. That's what we do.